Oh my God, where do I start? Where do I start? Um, I had something to tell you and I don't remember what it was. But 5775. I hope I can find it in here somewhere. But anyways, this is what I want to get to right now. What I'm going to be talking about, if you can see, 6 man and 4 angel. Okay? Yes, you may have seen this in a previous video, but this is a new video. Okay? The birth. They're both a number 9 birth. Okay? Although their numbers are inversed and one is 6 and one is 9 because of where they are, when you go face to face talking about one thing, they're both 9s in their own territory. Okay? So what you have to do is female, okay, always retains the positive even numbers, and the male always pertains to the odd numbers. I'll explain that a little bit later if I remember. Okay? So what you have is the 9 birth of one angel and one man. All corners are cut. Okay? We live in a stopping world, a stop and go, and all the corners are cut. So that means the corners of 19 and 7 and 3. Okay? Yes, that sounds like 1973 or 1793. Okay? What happened in 1793? I gotta mark that down. 1793. So anyways, 1, 3, 7, and 9 are all valued at a half. If you look at the 1, instead of it being 1, it's a half. You look at the 3, it's 1.5. 3 is creation. Okay? It becomes from 3, it goes to 1.5 because they divide it up between the angel and man. Okay? That's why in blackjack you get paid 1.5 times your bet for that reason. Am I sure? My hypothesis says I'm guaranteed sure. But you have a hypothesis and you want to discuss it. Maybe your hypothesis is better than mine, and I won't be too sure about mine, but I'd like yours a lot more. But for now, it's me and Bald Eagle. I'm bald! Look at that! Look, what? I don't need the feathers on my head. Anyways, we're going to get back to the 9 that I just spoke about. Okay, now what we do is we multiply it by 10, because it's 4.5. When you multiply it by 10, it becomes 45. Why do I multiply it by 10? Man 6, angel 4. What's that? 10? Right? Perspective worlds. 10 for one, 10 for the other. Okay? So each one is 45. So they become 45 and 45. Exactly like 9 lives of the cat. Add 1 to 9 equals 45. So if they're exactly alike, it's love. But in tennis, love is not a tie at 45, is it? Isn't love when someone has nothing? See, I might be wrong, and I'm going to have to come back to my next video and change it all up. But according to what I understand, they can't have it because there is no love. But in this game here, it divides up exactly 45 each, and that's love. Okay? Now what you do is you reverse the 45. Why do you reverse the 45? You put it to 54. You have to see what the opposite says. And the word of love spells out as L12, O15, B22, E5. Total count, 54. Deck of cards, 52, plus the 2 jokers, 54. 2 decks make 108. Anyways, what we're going to go on to now is how the scoring goes. Okay? And it's almost like a shooting gallery, okay? Because they go up 15 degrees, they go up 15 degrees, and then they go up to 40, okay? And once you get to 40, it doesn't matter which way you go, because in Monopoly, if you were playing Monopoly and every single side said 40 like that, you'd have to get $200 no matter which way you went, okay? Anyways, so what I'm getting to right here is that when you get to 40, right, in the score, you've now connected to the number of the angel. The original number of his angel is 4, okay? The 5 is the connective spirit for freedom 55, because you must pass through the 5 position in order to have communication with the human heart here on earth. I can smoke, can't I? Listen, first of all, I think he's curling his hair. Do you want to know what happened to me before? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I smoked a cigarette about 5 minutes ago. I dropped it on the floor. I'm in space a little bit, and I forgot about it. When I went to get my cigarette, I just bent over towards the computer. It was right next to the computer. I didn't even pick it up off the floor. I ain't joking. I ain't joking. I don't. And I laughed. I backed up my chair. I started to laugh. I said, I noticed right away this time. I said, this time I'm on to you. Okay? Because it's very funny. You know, if you look at some of my old videos, forget about what I had to say. But the background, I have a penguin. In the picture, it shows a duck. In the background, I have a towel hanging. But if you keep away a distance, remember, when we see things too clear, we are looking clearly. When we back off and it gets a little blurred, we see what's blurred. But at each time we change a position, we see it differently. It's not wrong to see it differently. It's not wrong to have a different point of view. Okay? Discussion is so important. This whole world is on discussion. Everybody's talking and chitting and chatting and not talking. That's like the cyberspace, my friends. The Celestials can't fight. I don't even think they got any teeth. Unless they metamorphosize into something else, then they can get their heads blocked off. Okay. Where's my tennis? Don't tell me. Back to tennis again. Now, okay, when you win the game, apparently you get 60. So that would say man 60, angel 40. So now, when there's a combination, you always got to multiply, divide it, and whatever else you can actually simply do, add, multiply, divide. So what I do is I take the total between the maximum score that possibly can be without the add-ons. You don't want add-ons, right? You want an add-on? Okay, thanks. 6 by 4 or 60 by 40, 2,400. Let's say it's 240. Okay, yes, sometimes we just take away some of those zeros. That's the way it works. You know, when there's a zero, it's very important. So you get a total of 240. Now, if you use that 240 as 240 degrees, okay, around the clock, you end up with 16 hours. Okay, because the 240 degrees divided by the 360 degrees is 16 hours of the day. 16 means one spirit of 6 man. So those hours, you're awake. Okay? Now, there's 8 hours, you must be asleep. So those are the angel hours. Ha! Ha! AH. 1 and 8. 9. It's a birth. Because he gets reborn all the time. Your angels, you know, you somehow, there's a different connection at night. Okay? So the angel's 8 hours. Okay? So that's how you get that 240 degrees in tennis. But it goes on. Do that for a period of, a block of 10 days, right? Because a block of 10 days just extends 1 extra 0, right? But this time when you do the block of 10 days, how do you do it? We're going to do it with 6 days of 16 hours awake and 8 asleep. We're going to go 1 day, 24 hours, that's totally doesn't belong to us. And then we're going to go 3 days of 16 hours awake, which is the 1 spirit of man, and 8 hours of the sleep, which is the heaven hour of eternity. Okay, there and on and on and on. So what happens now? 6, 1, 3. We have a total of 9 times 16 hours, which is 144. 144. 3 worlds, beta, alpha, and man, 0, 0, 0, 144,000 midway angels. What they're doing, I'm not sure. But I do know I got the count right. Because I am the count. Am I not? Or am I the banker on Monopoly? Anyways, to get to the day that we cannot talk about, it's God's day. It's the ring day. The ring, the day we married the ring. Because, why? Because, do I have anything to show you? Yeah, I can show you right here. Because of the ring. That dot in the center, that's the 7th space. There they are down there. 3, 3 is 6, and 1 in the center is 7. So the 7th day is the ring day. but it's not a seventh day. That's area 51. That's the one dice. Okay, where's that one dice here? There's the one dice. But in tic-tac-toe, that position is 5. So it's a 5 or a 1. Area 51. But you know what's so funny about area 51? Is that depending on how you write it, it can also say IS. Ninth birth of the spirit. IS. 28. Beta heaven. IS. Area 51. A little picture I'll show you, then I'll tell you a little thing about it. That's 5775. Really what I want you to look at are those diamonds that are created by the sevens. See what happens? I tried to create everything 3 by 3, but the 5 to come out perfect would not go down another level. I'd have to go in between the lines. So it automatically forces my 7 to go one line lower. Then I connect. I make the train tracks. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Because it's 11 that connects to everything. It connects to space. 11 and 11, and 11 and 11 is 44. And go create that with your pen and you'll see what it does. And the word space, S-P-A-C-E, is a 44-letter count. It's so funny the way the 4 and the ace, they look so much alike, eh? 4 and the ace. 4 and the ace is a look-alike. Do you know why it's a look-alike? Because God possesses, the first 4 angles. And the funny thing about the 4, I'm gonna try and show you, is it's cut off, because it comes in quarters, in quarters. I gotta mark that down too because, see, it comes in quarters. You see where the 4 is? I can make my tic-tac-toe out of that 4. I can make a pitchfork. I can make the letter Y. I can turn it sideways, the 4. Where is it? It looks like a J sideways. Okay, so anyways, we're going to get back to, let's see, did we have anything to do with tennis here? I'm very upset if I lose this. I lost it. Do I find the tennis? Celtic, the islands, the alphabet. Oh boy, palm trees. I'm just going to try and see if you can see that. Can you see that? It's a double diamond, It's also a top. I didn't finish making it. And the basin, on that diamond is actually the ocean. We are floating in the ocean of the world of the one spirit God, while the skies, which we all think is God is in the sky, as the male God, no. God is in the sky being the creator God. But the basin and the ocean and the seas, they're all down and below. We've got the fish and we've got the birds. You've heard and say that saying before? Look inside what you got. That's the way the game goes, and those are the angles of the 5. That's the way the game goes. If we are on a train track of some choo-choo train of some sort, we are going definitely in some sort of S-style motion. Oh, here's my tennis. So the other thing with tennis, to understand, is that the golden egg, love, because gold is awe in French, Angel is ange. So if you put the two together, you say or, ange, orange, orange. You say orange. Now we know we have the sun in the sky, and we call it sun. We know God's sun is probably the brightest thing that ever happened. And He's always watching over us, and it's mentioned. So the sun is orange, and in French it says the golden angel. So therefore we cannot pray to any other gold or any other element like that, because the golden angel is the sun. We're all looking in the wrong direction, and we all should be just looking up, always looking up to our Father, but never into His eyes, and He's got the blinding light and the blinding speed, and we really love Him and thank Him It was an interesting life he was giving unto us.